Hey guys, welcome back to Moose Talk. This is your host, Mustafa, and I'm very happy that we're in episode 8. This episode is going to be a very important milestone for myself because we will be talking about manifestation. What is manifestation? Manifestation is turning an idea or a thought into reality, bringing it to life. And the number one question is, how do we achieve that? How do we go about this? And the answer is very simple. It really is. You say abracadabra, and here you go. No, I'm just joking. Um, it's not that simple. It takes a lot of focus. It takes a lot of genuine thoughts. It takes a lot of wanting and needing, When we need something and when we want something, um, life will just bring it to us. It's the same way as moving our hands or moving our body. We have 5 fingers. Most of us do, and with my brain and with my thoughts, I can move each finger on its own. And it's very easy. It's automatic for me to do so. It's mostly automatic for most of us, and that's how our thoughts work. When I think about it, it happens. That's why manifestation and existence are together. They go together. Again, going back to being vibrational beings. And when we want something really bad, and when we think about it really hard, and we put action towards it, it will come to us. Sometimes it won't come to us in the form that we are looking for. Sometimes our manifestation is not going to work the way we want it to work, but it's going to take us where we want to be taken. It's going to bring us all the things that we're asking for. And the bigger the ask, the bigger the challenges. That's just how it works. Nothing comes easy. Anything that comes easy, go away really easy. If not now, later. That's just a rule of thumb that I've learned in life in general. Um, in this episode, I want to talk about how can we manifest. What are the things and steps that we do that will enable us to manifest, that will take us to where we really want to be. And the second thing I want to talk about is spirituality and how does spirituality align with manifestation. Um, it all starts with a thought. It really does. It starts with just a want, a need, something that you genuinely think about. And once you start thinking about that, then spirituality comes in. What does that mean? For the measurement of spirituality and the meaning of spirituality for everyone is completely different. Um, Same thing with success. I don't have the same measurement of success that a lot of people have, and vice versa. We all measure success and we measure life in general very differently. Some people just want to have, let's say, a healthy body, and they just want to have a stable life. And there's nothing wrong with what we want. I'm just giving out an example. Some people want to be famous. Some people want to be striving for um, in their careers financially. And again, there is nothing wrong with that. It's just we all want different things. That's the beauty of the human kind, is that we're all very different. We're made here so that we can meet one another, we can learn from one another, and love each other. Honestly, that is the number one thing: is loving each other. I want to talk. I want to share about my experience. I want to share about my manifestation throughout my life and where it got me, and hopefully it will help giving out an example for everyone listening or everyone tuning in, watching. Um, as most of our listeners know, that or for anyone who's new listening to this, I am originally from Beirut, Lebanon. Um, I was uh, I was born in the Middle East. I was born in Beirut, and I love my country. I love my origins. Yes, we do have the best food, and a lot of you can argue that we don't, but we do. At least it's in the top two for me. And I'm not being biased, so we just have really good food. um, no, but honestly, I grew up in Beirut, Lebanon, and Lebanon is not an easy country to grow up in. Even though it's a very beautiful country, gorgeous landscapes. Um, you can go from the sea all the way to the mountains within 2 hours. You can go from swimming in the morning into skiing around sunset. It is absolutely gorgeous. I love the people there. I love the diversity in religion, and not only that, but also languages. The languages that we speak in Lebanon. A lot of people speak French. A lot of people speak English, and our first language is obviously Arabic, and we are the only Arab country that does not have a desert, and that's not a bad thing. That's just a fact. And yeah, I'm very proud to be from Lebanon. And growing up in Lebanon, I don't know if a lot of you guys know about Lebanon, but Lebanon has always been a country of suffering. What does suffering mean? On what scale? It means that we've seen a lot of wars, we've seen a lot of earthquakes, we've seen a lot of complete changes overnight. And like right now, same thing that's happening politically in Lebanon, economically. We do not have a current president, and our currency is completely down the drain. Every morning, my family and a lot of my friends have to wake up in the morning and the check how much the dollar is worth today. I grew up where I grew up. When I grew up in Lebanon, the currency was at 1,500 liras, and right now, I believe this morning it was 110 liras. That being said, the entire nation is suffering from that because it's not like employees are increasing salaries, or it's not like anything is changing. It's just the prices are going up, the currency it keeps going up, and it's very sad to see. But we've seen this in other countries. We've seen this in Venezuela. We've seen this in a lot of different countries, and that's just what's happening right now. Inflation at its finest is hitting everywhere. Some countries more than others, but in Lebanon especially. Why did I talk about this? Why did I go political, economical? I didn't really dive into politics, even though I genuinely want to talk about politics. But I'll leave this for another episode because this episode is about manifestation. This is where I want to talk to you guys about how did I end up here? How did I became an American citizen as well? And I don't take this for granted. I'm very proud being American as well. I'll never forget my roots. Actually, I'm planning on visiting Lebanon in the summer, and but I want to talk about manifestation. Today is March 27. And I know that's an irrelevant date for everyone, March 27, 2023. This is when I'm recording this episode. And you guys might hear it on the 28th or the 29th of March, and maybe down in April or next year. But March 27 for me mark a very significant date. It is the date I purchased my first house in the United States. And I've been in the country for 6 years. In 2016, I got here, and now we're in 2023. Um, as a lot of you know, that I've been divorced here as well, and I have a daughter, and I wanted to be next to her. So I moved to Ohio to be next to her, and I've been blessed by purchasing a house exactly last year, like today, on March 27th. And I've always manifested that. I've always wanted to buy a house with a nice land, and that's what I think about when I think about, oh, making it. For me, that is success. For me. But then when you get it, you want more, you want to add more. And it's an organic process. You can't really force anything, but it takes time. It's a journey. Um, so coming from Lebanon, thinking about just just on my own, my parents helped me a lot with education. They raised me right. They taught me how to be a decent human being. They gave me the values of life, and Alhamdulillah, I am Muslim. So we followed the values of Islam in my family, in our household where I grew up. Even though my parents did get divorced, but then I grew up with my grandparents in my teenage years, and also they taught me how to be a decent human being, and they reinforced those thoughts. Yet I've always wanted to leave. I wanted to make something out of myself. I wanted to go somewhere where I can be myself. I didn't feel myself in Lebanon. I didn't feel that I was able to progress in life, or I was able to build something for myself. I kept thinking as a teenager, how am I gonna buy a house ever? How am I gonna how am I gonna get my life together? I can barely pay for any bills. I can barely take care of myself. And I wanna be clear here, guys, and my parents can witness this. After I left financially, I never once asked my family for help, even though sometimes I was in deep situations and my mom had to help here and there. Even my cousins in Qatar, they also helped me after I lost my job. Um, but I'm talking about sustaining. I'm talking about them taking care of me on a long period of time. Um, I only got their support throughout, and that's what I needed. I needed their support. I needed their help, because if I didn't get any of that, I would have let my thoughts eat me. I would have let the negativity that I'm surrounding myself with completely eat me alive. I've always wanted to be a filmmaker. I've known since I was a kid, I want to be a filmmaker. I want to make films. I want to make commercials. I want to work for the best, biggest, baddest companies to ever exist. And I'm so grateful I can say that that's my journey. That's always been my journey. It's because I've been manifesting it. I've been wanting to do this. And then once you get to that level, you start realizing that, oh, what else is there? What else can I do? If I'm using that same formula that I've been using in manifestation throughout my life, and it's been working, it means I found something. It means I have something that's working out for me. And I'm not saying it's not coming with any challenges, or it's not coming with any of its own sadness, or its own complete loneliness. And when I say loneliness, it's very true what they say. It's lonely at the top, so you have to keep the people that you love close to you. Um, because what are you gonna do with all this success? What are you gonna do with it? What are you going to do once you've made it? You're gonna want to help. You're gonna want to be there for the people that have been there for you. That is, for me, that is the most important thing. Is whenever I've achieved something in my life, I immediately look back and say to myself, how can I help? How can I be there for the people that have been there for me? And guys, I'm not a millionaire. I'm not even close. I'm comfortable. I'm very comfortable. I'm very grateful. But it doesn't mean that I don't have to pay taxes, or I don't have to pay my mortgage, or I don't have to pay for any. I'm comfortable. Yet at the same time, I don't measure this as success. Success for me is seeing my daughter coming home, um, talking to me about her school, calling my mom, calling my dad, calling my brother, and now I'm manifesting a visit to see them, even though I can book my flight and go see them right now. But again, I like to follow harmony. I like to follow certain harmony and like to do certain things in harmony. Um, I'm very grateful. I'm very, very grateful. Um, I'm very grateful with my state of mind. I'm very grateful with everything that I've been manifesting. And I want to be very clear. I don't manifest money. That is not what I do. I don't manifest money. I manifest what I want, meaning I really, really, really want to be a filmmaker, for example. I really want to do a commercial for a very good company or a very well known brand. And once I start thinking about this, then I put in the work. I start reaching out to people, I start emailing, I start sending texts, and the opportunity will present itself. And it's an organic process. It's not, you can't force it. You can't force something like this. You have to let things be. You have to let things flow. And that's how manifestation comes to life, you know? Um, Manifestation and spirituality come hand in hand. Being a Muslim myself and manifesting, I asked Allah for everything. I asked God for everything, everything, everything. Even when I'm at my deepest moment of sadness, I ask Allah for forgiveness. I ask Allah to grant me blessings from where I can't see them. I'm very grateful. I'm very grateful all the time. Anywhere I go, I'm very grateful. Even when negative things happen in my life, I just know it's for my benefit because I trust Allah's process. And again, some people are spiritual in different manners, and I'm not saying your way is wrong, my way is wrong. That's just how I cope with things. That's how I like to do things for myself. But don't give up. Don't give up on your thoughts. Don't give up on yourself. Don't give up on knowing your worth, because you're worth a lot. You're worth a lot. You've made it that far. I've made it that far. And when I speak to you, I'm speaking to myself. Having self love, taking care of yourself, making sure that your loved ones are being taken care of. Because once you make it, then it's all about maintenance. It's all about maintaining. It's all about, can I do this again? Can I keep doing this again? What is that formula? What is it? What's that formula that have gotten me here? I have to keep that same mentality. I have to keep that same mindset. And when I do, and it works again, eureka, I just figured it out. And when you figure it out, you do it over and over and over, and you try to spread the love. And guys, some people just don't want to listen to any of this. Some people don't care about these things. They care about completely different things in life, and that's completely fine. We are here to coexist. We're here to love each other. We're here to learn from one another. And manifestation is the best thing you can do for yourself. It will take you out of your comfort zone. It will put you in situations you never thought you'd be. And life is a contrast. It's balance. You'll find the balance. If not now, you'll find it later. Um, think of it as a game. Honestly, nothing really matters, but at the same time, everything matters. Um, that's Islam in a nutshell. That's Islam in a nutshell for me. And a lot of Muslims. I can happily say that all Muslims around the world, around 2 billion people, you can ask us almost about anything in Islam, and we will all have the same answer because we have the one reference, which is the Quran. And guys, no, this is not an episode about Islamic or religion, but I'm speaking from my experience. I can only speak from my experience. I can't speak for others. It just works. It works for me. It works for a lot of people, and they come hand in hand: manifestation and asking God for everything. Um, some people like to ask the universe. For us, the universe is God. Um, so ask. Don't be shy. Ask. Manifest. Don't give up. Think about what you really want, and ask the world. Ask the world what you really want, and the world will always present itself. You'll always get these vibrational frequencies that you're emitting. Anything that you emit, any vibrational, that's why they say don't think negative, because when you think negative, negative things will start being attracted to you, and they'll come towards you, and you'll present yourself with challenges. Because if I want to think about, oh, I want to be a filmmaker, but oh man, I don't know if I have the skills, or I don't know if I have the budget to make this film, or I don't know. Guys, I could tell you some of the most impressive films in short film history have won through a film, like it was shot through an iPhone. It doesn't matter. Honestly, it doesn't matter. You have the tools. We all have the tools. And if you don't, start searching, start looking, get creative. And a lot of us are going to say, oh, I'm not creative enough. I don't know if I am. I don't know if I can. Everyone's creative. I truly, truly believe it deep down my heart that we're all creative. Everyone is. Um, we come up with the most creative, incredible ways to get whatever we want in life. So your success is not my success. The way you want things is not the way I want things. But I can only speak about myself. I can only speak about what I want from life. And I can only speak about trying to help, trying to reach out to as many as I can, so that I've left my fingerprint here. This is just the start. This podcast is just the start. I know this is gonna go beyond my wildest imagination, because this is what I'm manifesting. This is what I truly want. Um, I want my voice to be reached out to a lot of people so that they can hear my story. And my aim is to inspire and help and motivate. I want to use my skills. I want to use my mindset to help. I want to use everything that I can, so that I can reach people. And at one point, I want to build schools in the Middle East, at least in Lebanon. Start there. I wanna help the way they helped me. And once I achieve that goal, that's when I know I've made it.